In this morning's Family First, we're talking about how parents are being impacted by their teens' mental health, specifically those dealing with anxiety issues. Joining me again this morning, Marla Dakin with Farmington Valley Counseling Center. Marla, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And we have talked a lot about the teen anxiety epidemic, but we can't forget about the impacts that parents are feeling because of this anxiety.
Absolutely. You know, it's approximately 1 in 3 teens has some form of an anxiety disorder, and that is millions of teens, and it is impacting parents, caregivers across the country, across the world, really.
Yeah. And so many of us at home who are watching, I know as a mom, when my kids are going through something, when they're stressing, I tend to stress, and then I start wondering, like, is there something that I did to could have maybe prevented this or would have helped them more? It really does have an impact on our mental health.
Absolutely. It impacts moms in so many different ways. As you said, when our child is struggling, our own emotional health, our own physical health is impacted. For many of us moms, we are navigating both the demands at home and the demands in the workplace, and we're torn, and in many times feeling like we're not doing an adequate job at work, we're not doing an adequate job at home. And then what happens a lot is we turn inward, and we start to feel like we're the only ones going through this. And in some cases, and it breaks my heart, moms start feeling like they're failing at their most important job, which is being a mom.
Yeah. So what are the other mental impacts as far as like how that affects our everyday lives?
I mean, everyday lives, we are completely preoccupied with how is our child doing. And I think it's important for us to think about some strategies that we can use to navigate this.
Right, that's really important because when our kids are going through it, we're going through it, and we don't want to make things worse.
Right. And I think one of the most important things that we can realize is that if you have a child, whether you're a mom, a dad, a parent, caregiver, you are not alone in this. And I think so many times it feels like we are alone. And that can be really isolating for parents. We also want to think about what can we do to address our own mental health needs, because we spend so much time thinking about how to help the kids that sometimes we forget.
Right.
One of the most important things we can do is take care of our own mental well-being.
Be the best parent that we can be.
Absolutely.
So much, right?
Absolutely. And whether that's finding a mental health professional and getting into some counseling, or finding another mom who gets this struggle and can support you through it.
That is so critical, and it even includes, like, I know you and I have been talking, even if it's asking a friend to like hang out with the kids or watch them. So you can have 20 minutes just to go get a coffee, or
or go get a walk, go take a walk.
Right.
You know, it doesn't have to be a big extravagant self-care situation. Sometimes it's just like taking a few moments to breathe, have a cup of tea, and remember that you can do this.
Yeah, I know you have a program that at your practice that focuses just on this, helping parents, moms and dads, caregivers get through this time of anxiety that their teens and kids are going through.
Yes. So I love helping teens and parents navigate anxiety. What I was finding is that it was breaking my heart to see how many parents are feeling this incredible stress and overwhelm with the situations they're facing. So I created an online masterclass series where I am walking parents through the skill set, the mindset, the heart set to navigate these tough times with their kids with more confidence and more ease. So it is a free program.
So anybody can join.
Anyone can join.
Just have to log on, right?
Just log on. You can find out more at our website, Farmington Valley Counseling Center. And we're here to help as many parents and caregivers who are going through this as we can.
All right, Farmington Valley Counseling Center. Marla, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Really important advice and really important coping tips.
So happy to be here.
Thanks so much.
You.